Hello all, and welcome to my next video. This time around we're going to be taking a look at the NECA Frankenstein Universal Monsters. I love Universal Monsters. I think I've mentioned that before. If I haven't, then you're about to find out that I am a huge Universal Monsters fan. I love them. I have all the movies on DVD. Like, I have the sets, like the Frankenstein DVD collection, Dracula DVD collection, Wolfman, I have them all. Yeah, so when I heard NECA was making Universal Monsters, I got excited. I think these are going to be better than the Diamond, or I think Sideshow for a while was making some. But yeah. Happy to have it. This is another one of those Target finds when I was up there. I'm excited. I'm really excited for this. I have some of the old Sideshow 12-inch Universal Monsters. Not all of them. I have about 5 of them. I have Frankenstein, Dracula, Wolfman, and then 2 of the older silent movie monsters. I have Hunchback and the Phantom from the Phantom of the Opera, the Lon Chaney Sr. versions. But I'm glad to be having these. I hope we get not just the mainline Universal Monsters. I hope we do get like the silent film monsters. I think it'd be cool to have like a NECA Hunchback from Notre Dame, or a NECA Phantom of the Opera from the silent era. I think those would be really cool. Every time somebody does Universal Monsters, they make those too, so I don't see why NECA wouldn't. Other big thing, yes, this is the color variant. There's a black and white one coming out, and then there's this color one. I went with the color ones. I wanted to do black and white because, yes, it's a little bit more iconic, those old movies in black and white. But the reason I went with the color ones is because I believe NECA has already said some, but not all, are going to have a black and white variant. And when they said that, I kind of realized I wanted mine to all be streamlined and look good together. And I was like, well, if they're all going to get at least a color version, I might as well do color. But they're not all going to get a black and white version, then I guess I won't do black and white. So I ended up biting the bullet and going with the color versions. Who knows, maybe for like the big 3, like Frankenstein, Dracula, Wolfman, I'll go back later and get the black and white ones, just because those 3 to me are the most iconic 3. But yeah, I'm excited for this. I already have my Wolfman pre-ordered from Big Bad Toy Store. I know we're getting the Mummy. They've already teased him. We got to be getting Dracula. I can't wait for Gilman. I love Universal Monsters, if you can't tell already. So super, super excited about this. Again, with these NECA Ultimates, I love these boxes. It's the old poster. Yeah, just an iconic poster. I know a lot of the horror movie stuff NECA releases is very iconic, especially with the posters. But if you want to talk about just like original iconic posters for horror movies, here you go. Like this, it doesn't get much better than this, other than some of like the foreign film variants of some of these or something, you know. We got the top here, we got them on the side there, we got the back. It is that open window, so oh, it looks great. Yep, I can't wait to get all of these. It's not often you'll hear me just say, I'm going to get a whole collection. Very good chance this will be it. There's some I might skip over. Like if they made the Mole Man, or the Mole Men, because I know there was multiple Mole Men. I probably won't get those. I know those are Universal Monsters, technically. But like if they made them, I wouldn't get them. Oh, apologies. But, you know, I'm definitely going to get try to get all the mainline ones. Alright, here we go. Man, I wish I could just keep all these boxes that NECA does because they look so good. So, there we go. Or like turn them into something, I don't know. I'm not that creative. Nothing on the back, but this is great. Like if you wanted to do some figure photography with that, that's really cool. It's him coming down the stairs. That's great. And here we go. Let's start pulling out some of these accessories first. Right off the bat, we have the handcuffs, the chains. These feel really good. can't tell if they're plastic. Yeah, I think they're plastic. But they feel really good in hand. Look really good, nice detail, nice little aging effect. So yeah, cool. He does come with the flowers. If you haven't seen Frankenstein, a couple things here. One, spoilers. Two, go see it. But there's a very iconic scene in the movie where he's, kind of humanizing, basically. And he meets a little girl who gives him flowers, and then some stuff happens. Like it's a very kind of powerful scene into the mind of the monster when you really think about it. And that's another thing too, like, a lot of people think this is Frankenstein. It's not. This is Frankenstein's monster. This is the monster. Frankenstein is Dr. Frankenstein. Just for anybody who may not know, I know there's a lot of people, especially like right around Halloween time, you'll see a mask just say Frankenstein, and it's the monster, but it's actually the monster. Alternate hands. We've got like the black tipped fingertips to kind of give them like that dead effect. Same thing on that one. Looks like he's got some hands to hold the flowers. Nice touch. I'm glad they included that. If you're going to give us the flowers, give us the flower holding hands. Very good. We have the kind of like a semi-pointing kind of it kind of looks like when the little girl's like trying to hold his hand. That's what it kind of reminds me of. We have some alternate heads. We have his like kind of I'm not gonna lie, I can't tell if this is like when he's trying to smile or when he's like snarling. Either way though, it looks spot on. It's a really good head sculpt. All the way down to like the cut and like the metal piece in the hair. That's really good. And we got the other alternate head with like the smirk. These all look good. Alright, yeah, we got some twist ties. Twist ties be damned because I have scissors. Okay, I think I actually got that out. Nice. Okay, here we go. Just straighten them out here. Sorry, I'm like holding this in my hand. I'm just like, whoa. Okay. Bam. We have the more stoic kind of just generic head here, which I think that's what I'm going to leave on, just kind of the stoic head. Looks great. Kind of has that eyes rolling into the back of his head effect. If you ever watched the movie, Boris Karloff, for a lot of that movie, had a real... his eyes were kind of way up and his eyelids were real low, so it kind of, a lot of times it kind of gave it like he was rolling the eyes into the back of his head. The jacket is a hard plastic. Sorry, I'm like stunned by this. The jacket is a hard rubber. I'm sure it probably could come off, but I don't think it's supposed to. Why would you? We have like the rolled up sleeves because like the jacket is kind of small because he's so tall. You can see all the detail here, like the cuts on the hands where he's been like stitched back together. That's another thing with Frankenstein, is everybody thinks he's just one dude that got reanimated. He's pretty much a bunch of different body pieces put back together. We got the bolts in the neck, very iconic there. Back, the detail on the pants. He does have the platform boots, which even though Karloff was a big guy, they wanted him to be even taller. So he's got like, you can tell where they're like actually glued on. That's pretty cool. That's a really nice touch. It's got a weathering effect over the clothes. I'm not going to go too much into the articulation here, just because NECAs sometimes can be weird like that. But he has all the standard Ultimate articulation, knee swivel. He's got the jointed knees, but they swivel at the knee. All that there. His arms do go out. All the head articulation you could want. He does have some torso movement. The jacket's a little restrictive, but it's not too bad. Yeah, I like this a lot. See if he stands. Yes, he leans back a little. I'm gonna see if I can kind of fix that a little bit here. I'd rather him not lean back like that, just cause. Okay, cool. There we go. He does stand. So I like it. I really like this. One of the reasons I never finished out the collection of Sideshow 12-inch figures was, one, just not enough room for them at the time, and two, they're more like regular dolls. They kind of came out a long time ago, before Sideshow got really good with a lot of their toys. So they have very baggy, kind of doll-esque clothes, and I never really liked the look all that much. Not all of them. Like the Hunchback one looks excellent. They did that one really well. But yeah, and I didn't want the Diamond Select ones. If you know me, I've kind of slagged Diamond before, even though I have a few Diamond figures. I'm not the biggest fan of Diamond's articulation a lot of the time, so I never went out of my way to get those. I've always kind of, even though I genuinely love the Universal Monsters, I've always kind of really gone back and forth as to like what I want of the Universal Monsters, and these are perfect. I think if you're a Universal Monsters fan, black or white variant or the color variant, either way, these are going to be perfect. I think these are going to be excellent. I can't wait to get my Wolfman. Fun fact, Wolfman is my favorite of the Universal Monsters, so I've been giddy ever since I saw it. I'm just so happy to have this. I don't know if y'all can tell by the tone of my voice, but I'm baffled by this. I love it. Universal Monsters is something that's very kind of close to my heart, and I know it's way before my time, but there's a few things from my childhood that I have such vivid memories of, because we couldn't afford cable, and so my grandparents just had like very few channels, and one of those channels would show these old ass scary movies like this, scary back then, I guess, and they would illegally record them on the VCR. And those were the movies. We couldn't afford to buy VHSs and stuff, so, I had a bunch of Universal Monsters, the Universal Monster movies. I had, like, a lot of the old Godzilla movies. Those were, like, the movies I remember watching the most, were, like, those cheesy B-horror movies. And so because of that, they're always just going to have that place in my heart. And Universal Monsters, I'm glad somebody like NECA got this. And I think Universal Monsters is long overdue for something this perfect. Yeah. Super excited. Can't wait for the rest of them. Yeah, I don't know what else to say other than just amazing. I'm really baffled. I'm really so happy with this. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one. I think I only have like a couple of other things from that last mailbag / Target hunt to go over. I know I still got to do the Sid figure, and then the Turbo Man figure. I'm debating on when I will do the Turbo Man figure, because I kind of want to dig out the old Turbo Man that I got, because I have that original, I think it was Tiger Electronics Turbo Man. I have that Turbo Man, and I kind of want to do a comparison. Might do that. But anyways, happy to have this. I think Universal Monsters are long overdue to have figures this good, and I'm just glad they finally do. So I'll catch you guys in the next video.